Hi, I want to talk to you a little bit about symbolism in literature. So when we think about symbolism in literature, it sometimes can be an elusive topic. We're not sure what things in the literature the authors meant to be symbols. One way to think of it is to think about Native American symbols. The hoof print, for example, in Native American culture sometimes represents safety. A turtle represents Mother Earth. So if we think about these things, we realize a turtle is not Mother Earth and a hoof print is not safety. So a symbol is not the thing that it represents, not an obvious signpost. A good example is the red rose. We usually say that a red rose symbolizes love, but a red rose itself is a flower with thorns on its stem, so it is not love. So one thing that we sometimes do is decide that things are symbolic in stories. For example, I had a student who said that a shack in the country was a symbol of poverty. But what it really was a sign of poverty. I mean, the people lived in the shack, and it was a small shack, and they were poor. So it wasn't a symbol of it, it was showing poverty. It was a detail. On the other hand, when we start to realize that symbols aren't what they represent, aren't their exact representation of themselves, we see symbols everywhere. Another student said a loaf of bread was a symbol of a happy home and a happy family. But it could have been just that the loaf of bread was a detail of the story and just a loaf of bread. So some common symbols that we probably know are like a dove as a symbol of peace. Green things can be symbols of greed. Black things can be symbols of evil or death. An owl has been considered a symbol of wisdom. I'm not sure how wise an owl really is, but it's symbolic of it. So when you're reading literature and you're deciding what is symbolic, think of those ideas that I hope that helps you some. Thanks a lot.